Hi everybody, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk, and I was in my craft room this afternoon, prepping for next week's class. I turned around after about half an hour of prepping and realised there was a box in my chair that I hadn't noticed. Anyway, my Stampin' Up stash had arrived. When I say stash, it's mainly blends, a stamp set that I wouldn't normally choose, but I'll be shooting a video with that stamp set at some point over the next couple of days, and that video will be exclusively for those of you who were my customer or PayPal me or super chat me in February. So I'm afraid it's too late now to do that because it's now March, but if you support me throughout March, either purchasing from me or super chatting me or whatever, then I'll be filming another video for you guys to say thank you. Right, so I've got my box of blends here. I have my box. I've not opened this yet. Oh, I've got blends falling on the floor. See, this is why I need storage, because I just have a box at the moment. So the one thing I would say is a pro and a con of Stampin' Up is that they know how to package their products well, because I guess they don't want to risk things getting broken as they get posted to you. So they often come in really nice sturdy cardboard boxes, and I'm looking at this already thinking, card storage. I'm thinking I could adapt this and, stick something on the front and, chop that bit off. And yeah, this I can imagine on my shelf with, I don't know, I need to find, I guess, more boxes for doing cutting card bases, because that's something I really want to do, is make sure I have a stash of card bases. So in the box is this. Now, obviously, this is not recyclable. You just have to, I don't think it's recyclable. If anyone can tell me any different. So, but I guess that's a way they found to protect. Mind you, it makes a cool little tray. Oh, might be able to recycle that as a little tray to put your, I don't know, little bits and pieces as you're making them. Anyway, here is, so this is as it is, how it comes. Oh, this is quite exciting. I've never had any of the Stampin' Up storage, so this is really interesting. Okay, so you get these trays. Now, I did order the top for this. Let's see, do these come apart? Ah, they come apart. Oh, how cool is that? And they kind of like slot. They've got cool little grooves. Anyway, they all slot together. So when you purchase one block of these are £13, and you get 5 trays like that. And on each one you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can store 30 of the blends in here. Then in a separate little bag are, I guess, the feet. So there's these really cool little plastic things with a sticky bit on the end, and I think you peel that back and then you must pop that. Oh, and there's actually an area that's kind of obvious where you're meant to put them. Look, there's like these little circle areas. I guess that's where you put the feet. And I like that they're separate, because you may find it works with your storage system or it doesn't work, or it also allows you to stack that more. So that's cool. Then somewhere on my desk I have got the top. So I think I only ordered one of the, I only ordered one of these. I ordered one of the tops that sits on top, because I've got another box here with another set of trays, because I wanted to stack it high, and I counted up how many blends I had, and I think I have enough spaces, so I should be able to house 60 in here altogether. Ooh, there's my little feet falling on the floor. So this should fit on top of this. So let's see. See if I can get my camera down a bit so you guys can see what's happening here. Yeah. Da, da, da. Now, the big question, how do I organise the colours? Do I do it in, I don't know, colour order, colour families? First world crafting problems. Shameful, isn't it, really? Right, let's see what this goes. Okay, so this goes on the top. Oh, and cute little Stampin' Up logo engraved into it there. And that just sits on top. I'll turn this around so you can see it. The struggle is real. I know, Deborah. Oh, that feels a little bit loose. Hold on. See if I'm doing this correctly. Has anyone else got this? Yeah, it almost feels a little bit loose. But I don't know if it's because it may have got a little bit warped on the way here. And so it's not quite flat. I don't know. Let's see what it's like on another one. If I take it off and put it on top of another one. See if it makes any difference. No. I mean, it is on top. And I think if I was to sit something on top, it would kind of like flatten out after a while. Let's see what your comments are. Turn it. No, it doesn't fit on at all. No, the logo is meant to go at the front. Yeah, the logo. This bit, look, fits beautifully. It's designed to sit together, and it does fit. It does fit. I know I'm making it sound. So, yeah. No, it does. It feels like, it looks like this is just slightly warped, but it could just be, from transit. It's obviously not made that way. It's not made to be warped. But I'll let you guys know what happens with that one. And it is obviously designed to sit where you put it, if that makes sense. It's not designed to be moved around too much. So if you like using your pens on the go, then this type of storage probably wouldn't be great for you, because I don't know, unless you, stuck it all together. I guess you could do. Like, I've got some paper tape. Like, I could stick the whole lot together in one go. And yeah. Okay. Right, I know what. Why don't I flip the camera and you guys can help me sort out the colours. And let's see what we can figure out. Let's flippity flip. Da, 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 there it is. Okay, in all its glory. So I got some pens. I said to you guys that I would be spending some of the money you guys gave me last month. Excuse my messy desk. Put that in the bin. So I got Pretty Peacock, I think. Did I get Pretty Peacock? Yeah. Which I thought would be an interesting addition. So Pretty Peacock. Oh no, let's stick that at the top there. And Pretty Peacock Light. So I'm thinking maybe Bermuda Bay should go next to that in my head. There's Light. And then next to Bermuda Bay, maybe Pool Party. There we go. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And oh, a green underneath maybe. What's that? Dark Call Me Clover. Oh, this looks very posh for me. This type of storage. I'm not used to everything looking so neat. Right, I'm going to stick, oh, I know what, let me stick that on top of there, just to hold it down. So, there we go. Right, and then I guess after greens should come yellows. Light Granny Apple Green. So if I've got Call Me Clover there, Old Olive can go there. So Granny Apple, I think, should go there. What's this one? Dark Old Olive. There. I originally thought these units were quite pricey, and I sort of still do, but I've had mine for several months and I really, really like them. For me, it's a worth it investment. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I thought exactly the same way too. I priced up how much it was going to cost to house all of my inks, and it was probably double, at least double what I paid for my old rotating. I've got the old revolving thing for my inks, and so what I've done is just use my I don't know if you can see it there it is there. I've just put the inks in a slightly different way round the side, rather than round the front. And it seems to work for me. Now I've got all the new inks now, so now I think this is the one that's running out, so I'm going to pop that to one side. So now I think I want to swap I'm going to swap the rows around in a second actually, because I've got other greens. Or do I have other greens? No, that's like Call Me Clover. Let's see what your comments are. Hi Deborah, Vanessa, Denise, Carol, Janice, Tina, isn't it? Deborah. Speak later, got cards to make. Good for you. Good, good, good. Go make those cards. Like daffodils. Oh, now, which way round are they supposed to go? I guess it's that way. Now, which one is the old one? You see, I can tell which one's the old one by the tips. Hi, Amy. Yep, that's definitely the newer one, isn't it? Right, I need to start getting rid of the old ones that are not working so well. Let's have a look. This one. Oh yeah, that's my new one. Yeah, some of these I've had since they first come out. So that's... oh, I've got mint macaron. Oh, I've got more greens to go yet. So I'm going to leave a space because this is soft sea foam here. Have I got two soft... Oh, I've got a dark and a light. Okay. So I'm just talking to myself now. Pineapple punch. And I'm so happy I've got mint macaron. Oh, now hold on a second. What are these? Mossy Meadow. Right, so I've got Mossy Meadow to unpack. Woohoo. Yeah, I think I got lovely lipstick as well, because I fancied having a nice bright pink. So that's fun. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Jamie. So I'm wondering then, I kind of want Mossy Meadow next to Old Olive, so I'm going to move these two down. Move Old Olive across. Now it'll be interesting to compare what light Mossy Meadow and Old Olive are like, whether or not they are really close in colour, because I think they are fairly close. So we will see. Anyway, welcome everybody. I know it's unusual for me to be on at this time of day. I'm not usually on here, but I couldn't resist coming on just to show you my new storage. Yeah, so as, who was it saying that they were? Susan T. Yeah, that they were fairly pricey. But I guess if you're thinking that, well, you're not going to replace these very soon, are you? Once you've got it, you've got it. And if it helps with your organising, then it's a good thing. Right, so I've got all the yellows there now. So what about a bit of pumpkin? I could do pumpkin pie there, I guess. Then real red. Yeah, dark real red. Then dark cherry cobbler. I'm enjoying this. It's like a big old puzzle. What's this one? Light real red. And then I'll put Calypso Coral, I think, in there. Oh, no, I know what. Let's move these up. Because then I'll put Calypso Coral. Oh, I love making rainbows. And then I can start doing purples. Ooh, yummy. Right. Oh, you ordered these as well, Denise. Fabulous. Good, good. Right. Let's see. So. Oh, there's my old olive. Is that like old olive? Yay, that can go in there. So here is light cherry cobbler, so that needs to go there. Then what have I got here? Flirty flamingo, I think. Yeah. Now this is pink pirouette, which is actually retired, so I'm going to pop that up there. Then light pink pirouette there, that's retired, so that can go there. So let me unravel my pink, not Mellow Mambo, lovely lipstick. So that can go there like that, and then that should be light Flirty Flamingo. Gorgeous. Right, now we can kind of move on to the purples. So I've got here light Blackberry Bliss and dark Blackberry Bliss. Sorry guys, this is probably rather boring for you to watch, but please do post any questions that you may have about the storage, or let me know what you think about it as well. So that's dark Rich Raz, light Rich Raz. Then I've got the posies. No, I haven't. Yes, no, Highland Heather. That's what I've got here. Actually, might be quite nice to get the purple posy. Now, will I have enough space? Oh, so let's have a look. Light Night of Navy. Stick that there. Dark Night of Navy is around here somewhere. So then I've got dark Seaside Spray. Light Basic Black. Oh, I'll stick that back right at the bottom there. There's dark Basic Black. Then I've got dark Smoky Slate. Put all the grey and blacks on the bottom. Oh, light Smoky Slate. Oh, there's the colour lifter. So I'll put that over there. Then what's this one? Light Seaside Spray. Oh, I'm running out of space. I'm getting a bit anxious. I think I've got some missing. I should have more greys. That's black. What's this one? Smoky Slate. Oh, dark and light Smoky Slate. Okay, maybe I thought there was a grey granite in here somewhere. Okay, that's the colour lifter. This is ivory. Is this ivory? No, it's not. It's like crumb cake. Oh, got that wrong. Dark crumb cake there, so I guess I could put that next to the blue. Dark and light. So I've decided to go dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. Then what colours have I got here? This is soft suede. So I've never had the blends in soft suede. I've had crumb cake and the bronze, which I think is, I know they've designed the bronze and the ivory to be kind of skin tone ones, but I thought I've been using crumb cake as well as a skin tone, and I'm thinking it might be quite nice to have soft suede as an alternative skin tone. Okay, because you know, people come in all shades, which is amazing. But sometimes our card making doesn't always reflect that, and I get a little bit embarrassed about that because I have friends from all around the world, and I get embarrassed that we can't kind of reflect that sometimes in our card making. Right, I've just found the other ones, so that's that one. What's this one? Light Smoky Slate. Now I've obviously ordered 2 of these because, yeah, that's the newer one. Because I was running out, so that one goes there. This is the dark. This is the ivory. Oh, I've got 2 ivories. Okay, so that must mean I've run out of one. That looks like a new one. That looks like an older one. Okay, I'll have to read your comments now. Oh, Lynn commented but retracted it. Okay. Right, I think that's it. Yes, it is very pleasing to the eye. It makes me very happy, this. Yeah, and I'm glad I've got the right, you know, I've got a few more spaces. I have to decide what else I can get. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces there. So I don't know, it might be useful to have another colour lifter perhaps. Yeah, I have to go through my list. Odd. Why dark and light? Can't we just double up light for dark? Why dark and light? They are very different. Hold on, let's answer your question. Let's see if we can actually show, because I don't think doing the light over and over and over, you actually get to the point where it's the same as the darker colour, if that makes sense. Let's have a look. Oh, I nearly showed you the stamp set then. Right, I'm going to move that off my desk. Oh, I tell you what I did get that I haven't had before. This one. This is new to me. Should we colour in some... Wow, these new type of photopolymers where you can stamp both sides are super nice and thick. They feel really substantial. Right, let's have a wee little play. You know when you get to the point where you're crafting on 6 inches of space? That's me today. I barely fit them in. Okay, so mostly they are pinky, aren't they? Oh, I can get to use my lovely lipstick. So I'll use a little bit of dark in the centre to start off with. So I'm just trying to get my positioning right so you can see what's going on. Then I could do with my phone in front of me so I can read your comments. There we go. Right, let's get a bit of... Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Look at that. So I'm just doing a little bit of dark coming from the centre of the flower because that's what I want for this one. A little bit coming down the bottom like that. And I love how the blends just evaporate instantly, so you haven't really got any fear of smearing or smudging. Right, I'm going to use the thinner end, the smaller end. Just do a little bit of blending in. So look, I'm just blending over where I put the darker one. Like that. Oh, I love a new pen. So you see how I'm just right by the edge of where I did the darker. I'm going over and over to make the colour blend into the lighter, lovely lipstick. And I guess by going over and over, you are building up the darker area here of the lighter one, but then also you're pushing back on the one that you just put before, which is the darker. So you end up with this beautiful seamless kind of transition between the darker and the lighter. Isn't it a gorgeous colour? This is the lovely lipstick one. And I guess we're going to be saying goodbye to this soon, aren't we? Lovely lipstick, pineapple punch, blueberry bushel, and the green, the, what's it called? Call Me Clover. We're going to be saying goodbye to these colours very soon. I'm excited to find out what the new colours are going to be. Oh, look at that. So lush. Right, I guess if you wanted to be a bit quicker, you could use the other tip. Oh yeah, that is a bit quicker. Now I fancy just on the edges of these petals doing a really nice yellow. And the great thing is with the blends that if you go over an area in a lighter colour as well as a different colour, you end up with some really cool blending. So let's see if it happens. Now the other thing to remember is too that as you keep applying more and more ink, this area can get quite saturated. So you do have to try and keep within the black line and actually keep a little bit further before it. So right, so this is Dark Pineapple Punch. So Lynn says, so truly always will give a different colour value. Yes, it will. Right, so just look at this. So obviously yellow and pink make a kind of orangey colour. And look what's happening. You see that? It's pushing that pink back in, but it's mixing too. How lush is that? Yeah, yum. Yum is the right word. So vibrant. You know, and if you want more of the yellow to show, you can just keep going over and over. You can even go down the side to make it look like it's the veins. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. That is super duper yum, isn't it? Now, what other colours were my new colours today? Soft suede. Oh, mossy meadow, wasn't it? Oh, the peacock. Ooh, can you get this colour? Right, this time I'm not going to be so careful with my colouring. I'm just going to be a little bit more, well, I'm going to be faster. So I'm not as careful here. Because I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. You'll be able to see it at the end. Does it actually make a difference if you're a bit messy? If you need to be a bit quicker? Because, you know, sometimes we don't always have the time to be really fussily colouring in, do we? Hi, Nydia. Ooh, this is interesting. This is not as vibrant as I thought it would be. I think in my head I thought, ooh, like peacock, that will be like a Bermuda, but it's not. It's a grayer kind of tone. I'll compare it to the Bermuda in a second. That's really interesting. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make much difference to me doing this a bit faster. So there we go. Messy's more artistic, yes. Oh dear. Right, so let's have a think. Shall I put some light Bermuda Bay over this now, just to zing it up a little bit? So here's light Bermuda Bay. Why do colours get discontinued? Because there needs to be space for new colours, Deborah. So, oh, hi, I just got to pull this off. Hold on. There we go. Because Stampin' Up! Always have 40 colours that are in their colour families. We have 5 colours that are new every year and just stay with us for 2 years. And it's a way of Stampin' Up! Refreshing their whole range without completely changing every single colour. So can you imagine if every year Stampin' Up! Said, right, we're changing all the colours? That would really annoy us. So we have 40 colours that stay with us for a few years, and then every year they come out with the 5 in colours. So at any one time we've got 10 funky modern colours to choose from. So Pretty Peacock is one of them at the moment. That came in last year. And then every so often Stampin' Up! Will do a complete revamp of all the colours, because when you look at fashion and interiors, basically anything in fashion, colour favourites change, their trends that move, and so Stampin' Up! Just try and keep ahead of those and keep with and ahead of those trends, so that our crafting kind of reflects that. And also, I suppose subconsciously, and it's only when you actually start to look for it, you see it, is that there are certain colours that are on trend. So if you ever want to sort of know what they are, if you have a look at the Pantone website, Pantone, or look up on Pinterest the Pantone colour of the year, it will tell you what the in colour is, and you will start to see that in colour, you know, jumpers at Tesco's or Walmart or wherever you shop, you know, furnishings, you will see those colours around. So it's in your psyche, it's in your subconscious, you'll see them, you know, even, I don't know, you know, plastic bags get redesigned, or bags, curtains, oh, I don't know, food packaging, you know, they all reflects it back. So to sort of keep on trend, we have to have these changes, otherwise, you know, we'd be left behind. So, oh, mint macaron I've not used yet, have I? Here's dark mint macaron. Let's see what this is. My lids fit nicely on top. Yours should not be wobbly. Oh, thank you. I'm going to see what it's like after about a day or so, and then I will contact them. Thank you, because I don't want to cause extra expense. It might be that it has been quite cold here, so I don't know. Does plastic warp in temperatures? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just colouring the bottle because I wanted to see what this mint macaron was like. It's very nice. And if you like more muted tones, the Pretty Peacock and the mint macaron are perfect. They're quite dusky. They've got grey tones to them, so very nice. So let's have a look. This is light mint mac. Is it? Light mint macaron. Oh, it's very pale. That's lovely. This is a great colour. Whenever you do colouring in of objects or people, I often go around the edges of them in a lighter colour, like pool party or smoky slate, light smoky slate, because I don't like to have my images sort of just floating, as it were. So I like to go around them. So the light mint macaron is gorgeous for that. Also the light soft sea foam as well is a really good one. Just gives it, you see how you've got that little shadow, as it were, that goes all the way around. So when do in colours get discontinued? Ah, Deborah, basically, yeah, at the end of May. However, because people know this, they will start buying up already. You know, it's not uncommon to have them sell out. So if you want them, get them, especially things like re-inkers, because, you know, kind of not much point holding on to an ink pad if you can't re-ink it. So it is really worth getting the re-inkers. And also, if you ever want to sell your ink pads on afterwards, you can get more money for them if you've got a re-inker with it. Right, I think I want to introduce a crazy colour to this now. So what about light pumpkin pie? Oh, light calypso coral. Yeah, I never used to do, like, be focused on getting re-inkers. I am now. And still in Europe, we are having issues with our inks. And re-inkers are coming available as Stampin' Up are sorting out all the paperwork for them. So it is worth getting them. They had in colours on, like last year's in colours, not last year, the ones that went out last year. They've had the re-inkers for those on back order. So they're just fulfilling those. So Tranquil Tide and Lemon Lime Twist and the berry one. Those are going out now. Sometimes it's good just to mix it up a bit in terms of colours. Don't always go with the obvious. You know, see how it works. Because sometimes you don't know until you try. Now, obviously, peach and purple, once they start blending together, is going to make a bit of a mess. But let's see what happens when I do. Oh, I guess they have a pinky red in common, don't they? Because purple is made up of red and blue. And this peach is a lighter purpley orange. Reddy orange, not purpley orange. So this is interesting, seeing how the two blend together. Yes, if you love a colour, get the re-inker. So true. You gotta get a re-inker or two. That just came into my head. Oh, does anyone follow It's Me JD? I watched her 100,000 subscriber unboxing. Oh my god, so exciting. So pleased for her. I've only got about 95,000 subscribers to go to get my 100,000. So if you do love my channel and you love what I do, please do invite your friends to subscribe. You can very easily share my channel on your community, your YouTube community page. Just hit that share button and click the share now. So, I don't know. This is just a bit of an unusual one, but there we go. Oh, what about a little bit light pink? So this is the Light Lovely lipstick. Oh, this is fun. Let's get you guys right in to see the action. Look, just going up with the fine tip. I'm not kind of sticking to any major rules here. I'm just having a play, see what the colours do to each other. Ooh, fun. Deborah, is that yes to you follow her? My daughter was, I had it on and I was putting my daughter to bed and she was like, Mummy, why isn't she using Stampin' Up products? I was like, she's not a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I think she was horrified that I was watching her. But she comes across so kind of real and lovely and just a real sweetheart. I follow, she's got a new channel to do with helping people on YouTube, and I follow her on that one as well. She's got some great tips. If you're a YouTuber starting out, I do recommend that you follow her and her tips. She's very cool. Ooh, look at this. Talking of tips, I'm just doing little pink tips here. That's quite fun. You are having fun. One of the things I enjoy about you is your enthusiasm for what you're doing. Oh, thank you. Well, if I don't love it, then you know, I can't expect you to like it if I don't like it. Oh, look. Oh, dark tips. Oh, this is when you could just get lost in the colouring, couldn't you? So pretty. Right, I didn't get the dies for this because I ended up ordering some other stuff, but I'm really pleased to get this because I saw a really cool card by Martin's Mayhem, where he just stamped in black, and I thought it was so beautiful. So anyway, this I could do with, I'm planning my classes for next week, so I think this would look quite nice. We could do a bit of masking. I need to teach my ladies about masking and how masking off you can create two things. Actually, we might need to mask the lily pad because you can't. Once you've done it, you need to. Can't stamp that on, can you? No. So I'm guessing you need to mask that off and then put the lily pads in between. Okay, right. I'll have to think about that one. Oh, there's little leaves as well. Okay, right. Sometimes I cheat. I go on Pinterest and find out what other people have done so I don't have to figure out the actual technicalities myself. I'll just go on and have a look at what other people have done, and then I'll make it my own by having a bit of a play. So yeah, keeping it real, you know, that's me. Sometimes I haven't got time to always completely sit down and play. Oh my goodness. Pineapple punch and granny apple green and the pinks. Oh, look at that. Oh, so yum. Oh, I'll be able to take really cool photos of me holding pens now like this. Take a photo of me holding them. You know, when people use Copics, they do that, don't they? They stand them up like that and they take photographs. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself now, look. Ta-da! Nice picture. See, I'm always thinking, how can I take interesting photos to put on my Instagram? Oh dear. See, this is the behind the scenes life of a YouTuber. Stuff that you probably don't even think about. You know. What nice picture will this make? There we go. Right, lovely to have your company, everybody. I know this was a bit of an impromptu kind of hello. And hopefully see you guys tonight. I'll be doing a one sheet wonder. If you guys have got any ideas of what you'd like me to do. I think I had some requests for baby, possibly a baby one. It's a shame. Oh, do we have a baby stamp at the moment? You can have a little baby coming out the top of a flower, like Thumbelina. But I don't have it, so there we go. Right, let's flickety-flew the camera. I'm wearing a hat because it's cold. I just like try not to put the heating on during the day because the kids are all at school. So I thought, oh, I feel a bit cold. So I grabbed my son's, I was wearing my son's earlier, and I thought I'll put a hat on, keep the warmth in. Imagery is very important. It draws you in. Yeah, you're so right, Deborah. Yeah, because just because you like an image, you've got to kind of show your audience how beautiful an image is when you've worked hard at it. So it's worth doing the setup, making sure your background looks nice, making sure the lighting is good. I know, looking back on my blog, which photos I've taken and I haven't taken the time to sort the lighting, or I didn't wait until daytime. Yeah, the first one is gorgeous, isn't it? Really lovely and yummy. So these are the ones to get rid of. I'll put my pink pirouette. I will put it in here because they still work, even though they're discontinued. So I may as well just use them until they go. And then I'll have another go with these to check that these are used up. Actually, if I store them thin nib down, I'll use these up. Because every so often I go and use them and there's a little bit of ink in them. So, love the first one, yeah. That's the best one, isn't it? Yep. The versatility of an item needs to be illustrated for those of us who are artistically challenged. Oh, bless you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. And I think that's really important. As a demonstrator, I need to show you guys the value of something before I expect you to trust me to purchase it. You know, it's pointless me kind of going, oh, buy. And then the worst thing for me is to find out that these things that you've bought, that I've taken time to explain about, are just sitting on your shelf at home doing nothing. So, you know, that, you know, Deborah, you're a new demo, aren't you? Remember that, my darling. Remember that. You know, if you're expecting people to purchase from you, you need to show them the value in what they're purchasing, because, you know, for some people, saving up $20 or £20 or whatever it is, you know, to purchase a stamp set is a big deal. You know, £20 would feed. That's basically my meat budget for 4 meals for my family. So, you know, it's a big ask sometimes. So, yeah, we've got to show value in what we do. There we go. Right, you're very new. I know you only signed up about a month ago, didn't you? What am I going to do with all these? Do I put sweets in them? Oh, are these recyclable? It says number 4 on here, LDPE. Might be able to recycle these. I'll go and check, see if my local recycling will pick them up. Yeah, recycle, says Deborah. Me too, says Nydia. Me too to what? The food budget or value? You're welcome. Sorry about all the crinkling. Right, I'll pop these away. Oh, you're on a new demo too. Ooh, congratulations, Nydia. I hadn't realised that. Congratulations. You're off to make a birthday card. Cool. Right, I'm off to go and do some more prepping for a class next week because I haven't got any designs finalised. I've got an idea for one, but I've not finalised it. So, right. Lots of love, everybody. Take care for now.